to another video. Today's video is going to be a Q&A video because I've had a couple of people asking me some questions, so I thought I'd come down to the beach and answer them for you. Will I be getting another van? And the answer is yes, I will be getting another van. It's been on order from Ford since September 2021. It is now June 2022 and I'm still waiting. Now, there are huge delays on new vans since I put in my order, and I've been backwards and forwards with Ford since September, and basically because of the factory burning down in Japan that makes all the electronic chips and the subsequent issue with Ukraine being at war, parts for vans have been majorly delayed. So I'm looking now at September 2022 before I actually get to my new van. But that's okay because it's given me a chance to work out my old van, get things sorted, and also, you know, make plans ahead. So that's what's happening with my new van. What type of van will I be getting? Well, I've been looking at loads of different types of vans, and between Mel and I, we have decided that we will be getting an extra long wheelbase van and also a small van. So I really liked the little vans when I came down to Cornwall back in September last year, and I finally decided on a Ford Transit Custom, but not only just the standard one, but the limited edition. So I ordered that back in September, like I said in the previous question, and it's coming with all the bells and whistles. It's even coming with additional windows and a tail lift and all of the amazing mod cons in the cabin. And so I'm going to be super excited when I get my hands on it, because I'll be able to give you a full van tour of it as an empty van with all of the extras that I've ordered, and then we're going to get started on the van build, and it's going to be super excited. I cannot wait. Oh, and did I mention that there may well be a pop top added on as well? So yeah, really exciting, but I've got a little bit further to wait yet until it comes through from the factory, but yeah, there's been huge delays on vans, so it's all right. It's just part of the situation right now, and that's okay. So yeah, if you have a Ford Transit Custom, or you are also interested in getting one, then please comment down below and let me know your thoughts, because yeah, I didn't ever think that I would go for this type of van, but when I went to the garage and had a look around and compared it with the prices of second-hand vans, in my opinion, at that time in my life, and the fact that we both came to this plan of getting a little van and a big van, it was a no-brainer for me. It's 0%. You can have it exactly tailored to what you want, obviously minus the interior build, but yeah, it was so easy just to make a custom built van for my needs, and it was not far from what you'd pay for a second-hand, and it's all mine. And also, I've never had a new vehicle before, and I never thought I'd see the day when I could actually afford one either. So I am extremely grateful to be at this point in my life where I can have a new vehicle. Now, I'm not saying that it's cheap, but it's my home, and that's what I've gone ahead and bought it with, the thinking that it is my home. I don't have a property of my own, and it's my way of having the freedom and the life that I want. So yeah, it's going to be exciting, but also a big challenge to have something that valuable. So I'm going to be going and picking the van up in a couple of months' time. So I'm going to take you guys with me, and you can experience what it's like to go and pick up a brand new van. I'm going to be scared to get it dirty because I've never had a new van before, so that's going to be interesting. And then yeah, we're going to start the van build, and going to be completely different this time. I've already got in my head what I want to do differently compared to the last van. I love my last van, still really miss my last van, but David and McKinney, thank you so much for being amazing buyers for my van, and I hope you have many years. And yeah, such lovely people, so I couldn't wish for the van to go to more I had any success with the DVLA since sending in my V5C to get it reclassed as a campervan or motorhome? And the answer is yes, I have had the response. I have had my forms back, and the result is exactly what I was expecting, to be honest. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do a full video talking all about what I did, going over the forms that I had filled in and how I did it, what I sent in, and the time scale of it. So if you're interested in me giving you a full video and the results, and I'll even include the photos that I had of my forms, I'll scan them in if you like, or take photos of them, and I will bring them up on the screen in the video if you're interested, to show you exactly what came back. And from me sending off the forms to getting them back, it actually only took 2 weeks. So it was really quick by the time I actually got round to sending them. So I haven't updated you until now because I knew that I was selling the van, and it was actually up for sale several times while I was filling out that form, and I did that video for you previously. I didn't want to send off the V5C after I did that video because I thought so many people had said that it had been really delayed, and I didn't want to have the forms away if I sold the van, because I wanted the buyer to be able to see all the forms and not have that complication. So I actually held off sending the forms until a few weeks ago, and then once I sold the van, I sent the form off with the new owner's details, as well as the changes that I wanted from 3 seats in the cab down to 2, and also ask for it to be reclassed from a panel van, a commercial vehicle, to a camper van. Sent in all the photos, did everything that they wanted. I haven't done decals because I don't want them on my van, plain and simple. I don't want them. And that probably is the issue that people are still having with it being reclassed. So anyway, if you want to know the full details and timescales and what I actually sent in, leave a comment down below and I will do a full dedicated video, including the photos, like I said, of the actual forms, and we can talk about it in that video then, because I don't want to make this video super long. So yeah, I have had an answer, I have had it back. It took 2 weeks to get a response back from sending the forms off, and it's all been sorted. Okay, 4th question is, am I on any social media? Now, this one's a tough one because I actually used to be on Instagram and Facebook long before I did YouTube, and I was quite naive back then, and I was actually catfished by a guy back when I was dating online, and it really affected me for a long time because he got into my headspace. He knew a lot about me, and it turned out to be somebody completely fake, using somebody else's profile, somebody else's details. And so I came off social media completely. I deleted everything and haven't been back on since. But then starting this YouTube channel, I wanted to have another way of connecting with people and sharing, you know, about my life and about van life. So I do actually have an Instagram account. Now, I'm not on it very much. I am trying better to be on it while I'm away at the moment. I've been posting a few silly things here and there, but I'm not going to be on it loads. But if you're interested, you can go and follow me over there and see like a bit more behind the scenes photos and stuff that me and Mel are up to when we're not in front of the camera for YouTube. So if you want to know what where I am over there, then I'll put it down below in the video, and it's also the.sacred.traveller if you want to go and follow me over there. I did a really funny video the other day of Mel pretending to be a seal, so I think I put it on YouTube as well, but if you want to go and check it out on Instagram, then please do. The other thing I have is Patreon, but again, I'm not sure whether I'm going to stay on it or not. That's a bit more sort of sexy pics and cute pics of me out and about doing stuff. So again, if you're interested in following me over on Patreon, then you can, but I'm not really pushing it. It's just a bit of fun for me, and whether or not I stick with it, I don't know. I think I prefer YouTube, to be honest, because I get to actually interact with you more, and I can link that down below as well if you're interested. So yeah, that's me on social media. Will I be doing TikTok or Snapchat or Facebook? No. I'm going to be keeping my social media really small because I don't like being on the internet, believe it or not, that much. YouTube is fun and I get to interact with you guys, like I said, but other platforms, not really. So who knows? I might even close Patreon and Instagram if YouTube takes off a little bit more, just because I like to just have one thing to focus on. And you guys know from a previous video, I've got a lot going on in my life, and I don't like having too many things happening all at once. So yeah, that's that question. So yeah, on to question number 5. Well, I've had to come back into the van because people started playing music down on the beach, so I'm actually back up in the van in the shade, and I will answer the 5th and final question, and that is, how do you have a relationship in a van? This one's a bit of a tricky one to answer because obviously everyone has a different relationship, but in terms of mine and Mel's relationship, living in a van together does have its ups and downs. It definitely makes it more stressful if we're both trying to do computer work because, as you all know, we've just got that little table there which is covered in my stuff at the moment. So if one of us wants to have a table, then it means that the other person has to be up on the bed area. Now, when we both are away in this van, we make it work. But I would advise anyone looking into buying a van with the intention of going away as a couple, if it's going to be more than a couple of days, then I would highly recommend going for a long wheelbase or an extra long wheelbase, because you do have the advantage of being in 2 different places and both being able to do your things separately. This van is tricky, but it was never meant for 2 people. Mel built it and made it thinking that he would be single for the rest of his life. So this is very much a bachelor van, and that's okay. But when I come into the mix and when I come and stay away with Mel in this van, it very quickly turns into being a bit of a negotiation nightmare, because we have to communicate very clearly with each other what we want to be doing so that we can be in the different areas of the van. If Mel's on the bench here working, then I have to be up on the bed. But then because the table folds out across this space, if I'm up there, I can't then get down to go to the toilet or to make a drink or anything in the kitchen area. And things become a little bit confining, especially if it's bad weather. So that's something to consider, but generally we get on really well in the van. We have got a plan of getting a bigger van together. Maybe at the end of this year we'll see how things go, but we're enjoying the summer in Mary so far. We are definitely having to figure out the way in which we live together, and the layout of the van is so much better now that we've got a bigger kitchen due to Mel's amazing skills. That makes everything so much nicer because we have got more space to be able to prepare food. But in terms of our relationship in the van, the medium wheelbase certainly makes it a little bit more stressful. So if you want to have a happier relationship or an easier relationship and not have some sticking points where you both get frustrated with each other, or you just both can't get ready in the mornings and you want to be able to do that, I would say go for a long wheelbase or an extra long wheelbase. Medium wheelbase, like I said, is great for the weekend or the odd trip, but not any longer than that. Hey everyone, well, I'm actually editing this video now and realised that I never filmed an outro, so this is what you're getting, unfortunately, so I hope you don't mind. Anyway, it was really nice to answer those questions for you. I hope that they satisfied a bit of your curiosity. If you have any more questions for me, I would love to start making this a regular feature on my channel. Again, I'm really sorry about the wind, but it was the only chance I had of filming that particular video. I've got loads more coming up. I've done some amazing van tours, so stay tuned for those coming up in the next few weeks. At the moment I am sat outside and it's beautifully calm, so we will be doing a lot of just chilling out today so that we can recharge our batteries ready for some more filming in the next coming days. I hope you like this video and I look forward to chatting with you very soon. Take care. Bye.